Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Theron Pace, and together we're going to rebuild the Knights Templar. Why do we need to rebuild the Knights Templar? Currently, things have been getting worse and worse in our society. Day by day, things keep continuing to deteriorate. Our political leaders have been failing us, and in some cases, they've been actively working to make our societies a worse place to live in. They've been doing this in many ways. One of the most notable is by importing massive amounts of immigrants and sending a lot of our money elsewhere as opposed to keeping it in our communities to help some of our communities that are the most affected by disasters and negative consequences of some of their laws that they've been passing, things like that. For instance, recently with Hurricane Helene, there have been a lot of people affected very negatively by that, and it seems like certain elements within our government are actively working towards stopping people from helping in those areas. So we need to rebuild an organization that will work towards helping the people in our communities, work towards helping build society into a better place. This is going to be a monumental task, one I do not undertake lightly, but I think that together we can make this happen. What do I want this organization to be? Well, I would like this to be a Christian-based organization that focuses on Christian values, ethics, and ideals in order to bring about a new heaven on earth. To put simply, it means just enriching the lives of the people around us and making the world a better place in many different ways, financially, ethically, culturally, just all sorts of different things. How can we go about doing this? Well, first we need to build the organization. We need to work together to enrich the lives of ourselves and those around us. We need to foster a community that's going to build the systems that we need within society in order to fix a lot of our problems. In order to do this, I'm building this organization. This organization is called Noctem Templari. I chose the name Noctem Templari because Noctem is Latin for night. I also wanted Noctem to be an acronym. So Noctem stands for New Order of the Knights Templar and the Eternal Mission. The Eternal Mission is to bring about heaven on earth, essentially to make this world a paradise that we can all enjoy. How am I going to do that? Well, for starters, we need to work together to build this organization so that it can begin generating income, so it can continue to self-perpetuate and continue to grow and continue to help others, and so that it's not just an organization focused on political power and acquiring power. It needs to, from the start, be geared towards public outreach, community outreach, and helping others. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to begin taking in donations, both to help grow the organization as well as to help benefit the lives of the people in my community. That's essentially what this is about. Growing the organization and ultimately helping the lives of people in my community, for starters. As it grows, I'd like to help people in the outlying communities. And then as it grows even further, I'd like to help people in the greater community that is America. And then further out, eventually help Christians all over the world. That's the plan. And it's going to be slow starting at first, I imagine. It's going to be hard to get people on board. But together, I think we can make this happen. And it's what I'm working towards. I'm willing to put all of my time and energy and investment into it. I'm currently working at a factory, working a factory job. I have about $1,000 additional income left over to spend on pretty much whatever I want, and I'm going to be using it solely for this. So I have about $1,000 of disposable income that I can throw at this. I'm going to be using that money primarily to grow the organization. But what I intend to do, both with my money and the donations that come in, is I would like to split it 50-50. 50% of the funds that I raise and that I provide myself are going to go towards growing the organization. And what this means is I'm going to be using it to acquire assets, primarily, for starters. That's going to be, what I'm thinking right now is probably rental properties, because that's going to be the easiest thing to do. Over time, as I acquire more rental properties and I acquire more assets, I'd like to start some businesses, some Christian-ran businesses, so that we can support local Christian-ran businesses and help keep the monies within our communities and within our organization. And then the other 50% of that money is going to be used for public outreach programs. Things like our own Toys for Tots programs, our own food drives, clothing drives, helping people on Social Security, disability make payments that I might be struggling with, help people who might be struggling to make doctor's appointments, vision appointments, so eye doctor's appointments, that's vision appointments, obviously, dental appointments, things of that nature. That's essentially what I'm wanting this to be. This is just a start. If you have any comments, concerns, or suggestions, I'm more than open to suggestions. I would love for your guys' input and help. Yeah, I want to make this work, and I want to do everything I can to try and make the world a better place. And in order to do that, I'm creating this organization. Yeah, so let's make it happen. Hopefully someday we will have made the world a better place for ourselves and our children to live in. And yeah, if you want to help support me and if you want to help support Noctem Templari, the new order of the Knights Templar and the Eternal Mission, you can do so by liking, subscribing, and sharing this video, as well as donating to my PayPal. I'm working on setting up additional donation sites so that we can help crowdfund more money to be able to have greater outreach, to be able to help more and more people. But right now, this is just the beginning, and yeah, I could use all the help I can get. I greatly appreciate it, and together we will make this happen. Remember, brothers, God wills it. Deus Vult.